I got superpowers just like she does, but sometimes my emotions are my kryptonite, and I get weak in the vision's hindsight. But I carry on with a little Coltrane in my cup to keep my head up to the limit of the sky. I try not to get too down in the blues, because I don't want to make her cry. One of us at least has to still fly. With Miles in the crew, we're all superheroes. Monk, Dizzy, Sunny, Yardbird too. A love supreme, something like walking in your mama's shoes. Be sure your sun shine bright, even at night. Reflections off the moon, and remind him about love and all the golden rules. Teach your daughters to love like heaven on earth, love like humanity's infinite births. Teach them that when it rains, that's just for the flowers to grow, and the sun will always shine again. But this she already knows. Teach her to run like the wind, to pursue her dreams, never distracted by glittery, shiny things. Because sometimes treasures are buried underneath, and your lump of coal may take some time to come a time to ring. This is the blues that the lady sings, sitting at the piano bar sipping on dreams. So keep the faith, always in yourself, own your own money, and the wealth of your health. Because love will always find you, long after the haters have all left. As one nation tries to stand tall, they're building bricks while we're still tearing down walls. 9 rings and wine rules them all. Cash rules everything around. Get the money, dollar bill, y'all. Put Harriet and Sojourner on the papers. Run the Beatles. Black man pop tall. Rise to eminence, reclaim American truth as all false prophets fall. Hotep, Indigo, Pop, Hotep, Osiris, Ta, wishing on a dream, wishing on a star. Awaken sleeping gods, remember who you are. Yeah, what's up? I'm talking about parallel eternities here. We're going to deal with the 4th eternity, the first age, rise of the goddess love. And we're going to deal with that as it relates to the one of the 9 worlds, worlds of serenity. This is a vision I had where the goddess love is surpassing society, or I'll say ubiquitous, into society where women are on the rise in power, and it's not like a competition thing against men. It's a thing about bringing balance to the world and balance to humanity, for the children, for their men, for their families, getting back to the ancient nurturing position of a woman, which is equal to the man. Or I'll say it's not behind the man, it's not in front of the man, it's right beside the man. And the man is right beside her to bring about this change in society. And the world of serenity, that means, she's there to eliminate all of the troubles and struggles, as far as ailments that's troubling humanity, whether it be drugs, alcohol, violence, sexual abuse, physical abuse, crime, the age of the goddess love is all about where the structure of the family is rebuilt with the man. And these are on all the worlds, the earths, these parallels that are parallel to it. And there is serenity as far as anybody who's gone through something will be able to go to these worlds to find their peace and their compassion and passion. And the age of the goddess love also deals with the worlds of pleasure. And we always, as men, equate women with pleasure. It's not a bad thing. It can be a bad thing if that's all you think of her as. But pleasure is a pretty face, a nice body, a beautiful mind, a wonderful spirit. All those things that we like about women as men, and that women like about women as women. You know, the sisterhood, the camaraderie, the joy, and sharing stories and being friends and just doing your girl stuff and whatnot and what have you. The age of the goddess love will bring in all of that and balance that out. Some of the worlds are living through this right now, and this world is in a paradox. So there are some that are connected to the age of the goddess of love, the goddess love, in the worlds of pleasure and the worlds of serenity. And we look forward to this being spread throughout the omniverse, because it's the only thing that's going to bring balance to the omniverse is when the man and the woman come to terms with each other as a balance and not as competition with one another or combative one over the other and whatnot, but each one complementing each other. Each one seeing, if you see a fault or weakness in the other, you try to help build them up so they can overcome it, and the other one does the same in kind. And this is where teamwork, like they say, teamwork makes the dream work. And the dream work is just that. It's the dream work, establishing the vision that you have for yourself and your family and your people and your kind all across the realms. You know, you don't just think for short span of life here. You think across an eternity of how you would want your lineage and your ancestors and your descendants to live, coming from the ancestors and passing it on to the descendants, and really just seeking the balance to the Kosmoverse, which is the bringing the age of the goddess of love and serenity and pleasure all together. And I'm gonna deal with also the worlds of divine being. The worlds of divine being is connected to this because we all evolve into our supreme consciousness, our God supreme consciousness, God consciousness supreme, through the age of the goddess of love, because we are all born of woman. And even if those who say they're not born of woman, or even if you're born of ether, your connection to the woman is still there, because the universe is a womb. And there never was a time when the man and the woman weren't together, you know, whether it been in spirit or in physical form. They have always been together, the black man and woman. And so It's up to us to bring the balance through the age of the goddess of love, the worlds of pleasure, serenity, and the worlds of divine being. And divine being is through knowledge of self, knowing who you are, how you are, where you are, what you are, when you are, and why you are. All these things tie in to making you the being that you are destined to become. I think I like this quote by Erykah Badu. She said, I can't quote it directly, but I think she said something like, the universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you are, or something like that. I can't remember the quote exactly, but it was on a talk she gave, an interview, where she said woke is the new black. And I just really like that sister spirit, because she's a genuine true nature spirit that can reach across the realms to touch a soul, and it's just wonderful to have somebody. When you listen to somebody like that, it brings peace to your spirit just listening to them talk. That's a totally aware and conscious and peaceful person. Somebody that's come into knowledge of themselves and is actively producing the positrons of vibration to enhance the well-being of the world through their art. And I have to say this, I give shout out to all my artist people, all my musicians and poets and painters and sculptors and anybody that's in the arts and disciplines of the arts. These are the people that's going to change the world through the age of the goddess of love and through the age of serenity, worlds of serenity, and the worlds of pleasure. And we know that we may not like to admit it for whatever reason, whether it be ego or whatnot, but we know that the woman is the only one that can bring peace to a man's heart when he's troubled. Truly, I don't care what your orientation is. Even if you are living an alternative lifestyle, it is the feminine in your significant other that always brings you peace. And that energy is always of the woman, because you come from a woman, you're born of a woman. She's in you, and if you have any nurturing or caring or compassionate side of you, that comes from the feminine aspect. Now, the warrior and the builder and the scientist and all of that, she has that too, but that mostly comes from the male aspect. But she's the nurturer, compassionate, caregiver, developer, manager, all of these things. And this is where we're going with the age of the rise of the goddess love in the fourth eternity, with the age of the age of the rise of the goddess love in the fourth eternity, and the worlds of serenity, the worlds of pleasure, and the worlds of divine being, and whatnot and what have you. So this is what we look forward to in our development over time and in time, to raise the consciousness of humanity. And this is what's taking place now. Petition the All-Father And everyone will have their own universe to work out their issues, because each mind on the planet is infinite. And so therefore they require a vast amount of space to work out their issues. This is why the universe is expanding. This is why the omniverse is expanding. This is why the Kosmoverse is expanding, because these minds are projecting out in the forward motion the reality of the individual as they are.